Don't be surprised if I actually just do a little something.
I like to record too. Wait for it to come up. We go? Your music, man.
We are here in the great city of Newark on Hasbury Avenue, where we are in the middle of the neighborhood. Mayor Gibson once said, wherever America goes, Newark will get there first. Here we are. We're here with the cast, the directors, and our cast member from That Ain't Cool stage play, tackling bullying and mental health in our school system. We have here the director, Ms. Lisa Bell, and also the writer and executive producer, Mr. Reverend Michael Carr, and our cast member, who's also here with us. Pastor Carr, tell us more about this play.
Well, listen, again, we are just thankful that the Lord endowed us with the actual words and to bring this play together. We certainly give him all the honor and the glory. We take nothing away from him. But once we began to do a little more research, we ran across some recent articles of how the upswing, if you will, of bullying has grown exponentially, certainly in our great state of New Jersey. And so we were inspired at this particular time to bring it to life. And thank God for our Councilwoman at Large, Dr. Reverend Louise Scott Roundtree, and the council. We thank God for them understanding and seeing the vision to give us a space and allow us to do what we are doing and saw the actual need for something like this. And then came along is how Moses always had Aaron, then come along none other than our Reverend Marquise here, Lewis, and we thank God, amen, that we have an amazing director, none other than Lisa Bell and Deacon Dwayne Hickman, and to my right, just one of the 23 cast members, which is Sister Amira Jabbar. So we thank God certainly that they came out today to talk about that's not bullying, because that's not cool. Dealing with mental health, dealing with suicide, dealing with issues that we really need to address, and such a diverse cast that we have that brings everything together. So it doesn't matter whether or not there are middle age or teenage or a youth, we have such a diversity, and even in culture. So we bless God for That's Not Cool to send a message to wake up so we can do something. And what I'm going to say, I'm going to let our director, Lisa, come in. We are not looking to cast blame. It's not about pointing fingers. What we are seeking is the awakening of an understanding and then solutions to solving the problem. Everyone can point fingers, but how many of us can get down in the trenches to make a difference in the lives of our community, our students, and our families? So That's Not Cool is to let them know that you have a place that you can go for those of you who have been bullied, and to wake up and do something. Being silent is not an option, but together we can make a difference. What say you?
Director Bell,
Yes.
we know that bullying, like Pastor Carr said, have been uprising in this state and in this country. Why do you believe that people should come out and watch this play on Saturday?
It's imperative that people come out and see the visions that we have in the overall production, because it starts in a classroom and then there's a diversity of events that actually unfold from that one classroom, where we have some surprising acts that take place. I don't want to give away too much of information regarding the play, but there's a level of suicide attempts, there's a level of almost murder, there's a level of homosexuality. There's so many levels of bullying that are actually coming out. I'm just making statements about some of the things that I think that are very important in today's society, from grammar school to high school, colleges, and even the churches, as well as our workplace. There's bullying all over, and I just think it's imperative that everyone has the opportunity to come out and see this play, because we have broken yokes with this play. And I mean yokes within the cast, yokes amongst our people that have been there and saw one of the 4 plays. People have expressed how they realize they too were bullies, or they have been bullied. And to hear these testimonies was, it was very touching. It was really touching to hear that people were willing to open up and really express themselves regarding our production. So I know that we made a difference in a lot of people's lives thus far. And if it means helping someone later on, yes, come out. You know, all schools, all churches, anyone really needs to come see this.
Now we have our Holly Berry of the cast. She sings, she's act. Why is it important for people to come out and see this play?
100%. Everybody should definitely come out and see That's Not Cool. First and foremost, there's a wonderful cast. It's a wonderful production in general. I think that the message behind it and wanting to get that across to people, wanting to get that across to schools and teachers and principals, for people to understand the fact that these things are happening right under their noses, and a lot of times it's being ignored. They're not aware of the crisis that's going on within the schools. Because people are afraid to speak up. And I think that this production, this play really highlights a lot of the issues that schools and students face, but they're, you know, not ready yet to speak up for. So definitely come out and see us. I think you'll love it.
When we talk about prevention, I believe that this play is a testament, and it can help people prevent, you know, suicide and substance abuse and all types of things. Pastor Carr, why do you think that this should be the platform for not just our schools but our legislation to come and see what this play is really about?
It's good that you asked that. Being a victim, if you will, of bullying, and not really realizing that it carried with me even to my adult years. It is critical that we now come together as a people and as a unit to actually have the various programs and the health professions in place. Is more than it's about just hearing something or seeing something, saying something. What is that something? Does the student feel comfortable and safe enough in order to do it? We have the toughest laws on the books when it comes to harassment, intimidation, and bullying. We have programs that are ready and available in every school because it's mandated by the state. But ironically, there's been an increase. So we need to find out why there's been an increase and how we can deal with it. And we need our government to get more involved. Not just to pass a piece of paper, but to actively get involved. Save one life, you'll save 1,000. Because that one person is going to reach the next person and they're going to let them know, somebody cared enough about me. Someone understood my pain. And believe it or not, bullies, we have found out even through this production of why they have become a bully. They are going through so much within their own homes or their communities, and it's a way of acting out to get the attention, help me please. And rather than putting them behind bars, or rather than giving them all this medication, sit down, have the conversation. So That's Not Cool wants to provoke you to think and act upon what you just saw and what you just heard. When a person comes up to me and says, that was me, was being past tense, but someone was brave enough to reach out, to help, and to bring them in. And we have the tools. Whether or not we're going to use it is a different story.
But they say that I'm not a bully.
Huh.
This ain't for me. But conspiracy, there's something called conspiracy in the law. That means that if you witness it, you don't do nothing, you just as bad as the bully. So what would you say to those people who say, I'm not a bully, I shouldn't come? Why should they come?
They should come. I mean, it's the life that we live in today. We just could look in our neighborhoods and our schools, our churches, as I said, our workplaces. You can't say that I'm not going to come. You can't say that I'm not the cause of bullying when you don't say something, because it's just as bad, unfortunately, as seeing a woman get raped and not say something.
Wow.
It's on the same level. There's no difference. Everyone should come. They should see that this is a simple way of seeing what bullying really does. And you put yourself in a position and look at the experiences you've experienced and say, hey, I need to say something because I too am a bully. You know, you how can I put it? At some point in everybody's life, they're a bully.
Wow.
Everybody is. Some people take that authority and run with it even further, and they start to do more and more damage, and they hurt people. But as I always spoke, your spirit man is what directs you. If you don't have a spirit man, you can go far being a bully. You know what I'm saying? But the way that we're raised in our homes directs us. And a lot of this comes from starting at home, what you see at home, any abuse that's at home, and you act out, as Pastor had mentioned earlier. We don't know what goes on in people's homes. We don't know how this bullying really starts. We don't know what privileges we may have felt we had, and we can push it on to someone else. So for somebody to say, I don't need to be there, not true. Everyone needs to be here.
Need to be there. They really need
Everyone
to see
needs to see this.
it. Yes.
Alana, have you ever witnessed bullying?
Both witnessed and definitely have been bullied. You know, just being on the other end, being afraid at times to go to school, being afraid at times to speak out because I don't know if I'll be understood. And then also, you don't want to be picked on even further for telling, you know, so that definitely keeps, you don't want to be the snitch of the crowd, so you take it and you go to school and you don't want to let your mom know because she's going to come there, so you just you take it, and so it's really difficult and challenging to have to be in a place where you just want to learn, you want to get an education, but you're faced with bullies and people that you're already expecting they're going to say something to you every day that you walk in those doors. So I can definitely understand and get where the children, the teenagers, the young adults come from when they say, I've been bullied, I just need someone to talk to. That's really what it is. They just need somewhere to turn and someone to talk to.
Wow.
You want to add on, Pastor?
Listen, she has explained it beautifully, and from her perspective of a young adult that has been there and that still sees, and I believe her profession, she's able to actually witness some of the things and the reason they have shared with her of why they've done what they've done. And it stemmed, as she shared before, from bullying. We had one of the cast members to tell us that he was bullied through his school years, even to college, and said the bully began to follow him at university and began to send messages and emails and cyber, and he was at the point of suicide. He shared that this production and being part of the production gave him what he needed for deliverance.
Right.
His exact words.
Yes.
He said, now I can forgive the bully for what they did to me. We need to have that conversation. At as tough as it is, we need to begin to peel back the onion of the layer so people can actually come forth, so they can begin the healing process. And there are professionals in our school system that are there and ready to help. There is numbers throughout the website from New Jersey that talks about where the call for is safe. And every school does have this. But if it hasn't been shared, then that is an unknown. And if the child feels safe enough to actually tell without the fear of retaliation, whether it's coming from another student or, sad to say, if it's coming from the adult.
Bullying have become a major topic in this city, the state, in this country, even all the way to the White House.
Yes.
There have been a bully. Bully have been part of, our
Now
culture.
you said it. I wasn't going to even go there politically, but you definitely said it. But listen, and just keeping it real, how can we?
Right.
And listen, we probably get flack about this. People try to listen, but I'm going to say it while I have the opportunity to say it. What is wrong with our country if we're entertaining someone to bully themselves back into the White House?
Right.
What does that say about our nation? What does that say about our faith? What does that say about we as a human being? That's why bullying
It's not cool.
is not cool.
I believe that this play is people's therapy. Therapy for their soul to get over bullying and get over this childhood trauma. This childhood trauma that most people faces because in school they're bullied. I remember being in the first grade and the teacher wouldn't let me go to the bathroom. And I had to use the bathroom on myself. And the kids bullied me over that. And I had one friend who went in, after I did it, he went and put the tissue on the ground to cover up me up. And, so we need to send this clear message to people that bullying ain't cool. And this production is stopping out bullying.
So we are grateful for this platform that we have today. We are grateful for ITM TV Extra to allow us this particular platform to actually spread the word right before the production, which is on the 4th of May. Doors open at 5 o'clock. Curtain is at 6 p.m. They can get their tickets at www.iep365.org. Say it again, www.iep365.org. Because bullying is just not cool.
Play your music.
I didn't know you wanted me to play that. You gonna edit that?
This is live. How you edit live stuff?
Oh, this is live.
Play it out.
Oh well.
Keep playing it. It's still live.
It will. It really will. It has to open doors. And I forgot, Julius Petty, the songwriter and producer of this theme song. Okay? And it's about love. And it's about embracing. So we are just grateful to have him as a recording artist with us. Okay, so we're playing this background in music, but so many things has happened since we started this journey. Newark has opened its doors. It has embraced us. This just would not be possible.
Without God.
And let me tell you, we have